All right, welcome back to another amazing episode of the Movie Spreadsheet. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a rating, a ranking, and a one-sentence spoiler-free review of this movie in the first freaking minute. So let's get right into it. Before I talk about the surfer, let me show you this number line across the bottom of the screen. What this is going to show you is what the average is. And let me tell you, the average has been trending down. This is a bear market for the spreadsheet right now. So I got to find movies that get that average up above 6.0 because where it's sitting right now, not good enough. I'm running out of time. So let's talk about The Surfer. Starring Nicolas Cage. What the hell? That doesn't seem like it's a good casting choice. But it is. Because this movie quickly turns into the most Nicolas Cage movie that I've ever seen. Let's give you my overall score right now, which is an 8.35. Phenomenal score, making it number 74 on the movie spreadsheet out of a total of 388 movies. This is a great score for this movie. This is one that you should absolutely go watch. Now, let me draw your attention to the wheel. So I'm going to spin this wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's going to be what I do for my first short. And then don't forget, stick around as I give you a little more in-depth breakdown of this movie and recommend maybe a couple other surfing movies that you might want to watch. Let's see what my first short's going to be. And thank you, Meg, for this idea to get in the short game and choose movies that might bring up the score. It's going to be Hallie's choice. That's my sister. So we're going to see what she thinks I should watch. If this is all you've got, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for checking out the movie spreadsheet. But if you want to hear more unfiltered spoiler reviews of this movie, all right, stick around for that next section. All right, catch you later. All right, this is part 2, so hell yeah, thanks for sticking around and check this one out. And let me just go ahead and talk to you a little bit more about this movie. And I'm really going to only have one major spoiler, and I'm going to tell you when that's coming up. And I'm going to end this section with 4 surfing movies that I think are going to scratch that surfing itch better than this one did because, well, like this movie didn't really have any surfing in it at all, even though it's called The Surfer. So let's actually go ahead and start with that as my opening line. This movie should have been called The Local. It's about a guy trying to be a local at a beach. He's trying to buy a house at a beach that has strong local culture or localism or whatever it's called, and it's like a problem, and he's trying to get in. So yes, he's a surfer. No, Nicolas Cage never surfs in this movie. So I don't love that. And I think movies right now are kind of capitalizing on this a little bit, right? Like you see the thumbnail for this movie and it's Nicolas Cage wearing a wetsuit, holding a surfboard, and you're like, okay, a movie about surfing. It's not. So I don't like that. And I took a point away from achieving a goal because if you're going to advertise it as being surfing, then you need to have surfing in the movie. And this was something that him did. Advertising the movie was really about football, and it wasn't really at all. And Eenie Meenie did with driving. There wasn't a lot of car chases, wasn't a lot of driving, and it wasn't particularly a good driving movie, even though that was kind of the plot of the movie. So stop doing that, movies. Now let's talk about an hour and 10 minutes into the movie. Okay, so here comes my spoiler. So what I'm gonna do is in the timestamp below, I'm gonna have a section that's gonna be the spoiler section. So if you want to skip ahead to the next section and not hear this, great. It's time coded, so it'll be spoiler free. Here we go. At about an hour and 10 minutes into the movie, you're convinced that Nicolas Cage's character is going crazy, right? They have shown you those cuts, they've shown you those takeaways of what's happening, those quick flashes. I'm pretty certain Nicolas Cage's character is going crazy. He doesn't know it yet, but you know it. You're in on it, he's not in it. But at an hour and 10 minutes, when that photographer shows back up and he runs back down, I was in my delightful chair, leaning back like this. And an hour and 10 minutes, I sit up and I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna go through. She's gonna say yes or no. She's gonna determine if he's crazy or not right here. And there's still half an hour left in the movie. And when she shows him the picture of him standing in front of his car, and you realize he's not crazy, air clapping here to be conscious of the noise on the mic. But I was so excited by that decision, and I love when the right decision is made to make the movie deeper. That was the correct decision that was made. Okay, let's bring in the other people from the spoiler-free section. So now, welcome back. No spoilers. I don't think that really worked for everybody that's watching all the way through, but All right, so we talked about at an hour and 10 minutes why it was critical. We could talk about how this movie had multiple endings, and I really like the ending it set itself down on at the hour and 10-minute mark. But then there's just multiple things that occur after that. That's like, you're like, whoa, wait a second. Like, and they occur, in my opinion, a little bit too frequently, and the course changes too quickly where you had that one major like course change, obviously. And now I wasn't really sure what they were trying to go for. So those were kind of my big takeaways from this movie. But this movie made me feel like kind of sick to my stomach and kind of made me feel like I was going crazy a little bit. Some of the scenes that they had. So I really enjoyed it. This is one that I would really highly recommend to anybody that kind of likes that thriller. And this also is a psychological thriller. So I know right there, like I think I would recommend this to my wife. I think she would be okay watching this. If you're a Nicolas Cage fan, absolutely, you're probably going to check it out. If you're not, I still think it's a good movie to watch. So, what if you're trying to watch a good surfing movie? What should you watch instead? Well, you shouldn't watch The Surfer because this movie is not about surfing at all. So let's go ahead and start surfing light, and I'm going to give you two, right? Point Break is a great one, which is going to be surfing light, and Lords of Dogtown is an even better one that's surfing light, but it's also going to talk about skateboarding. So we have Point Break and we have Lords of Dogtown as surfing light. I'm also excluding movies like Endless Summer and any kind of surfing documentary because those are obviously fantastic, and we're sticking with those feature length films. So let's talk about now Blue Crush. Oh yes, Kate Bosworth. You remember this movie about Kate Bosworth just trying to surf pipe. Let her surf pipe. Awesome movie. And obviously, if you grew up and if you're, in your 40s or late 30s, Blue Crush had a massive impact on your life. Probably not. I'm just kidding. Now, what are my two best ones? Chasing Mavericks, the true story of a kid trying to surf Mavericks. Monstrous Wave, Half Moon Bay, and Gerard Butler, awesome job in this movie as well. So I really enjoyed that movie, probably the best surfing movie I've seen. If it weren't for the top spot, which is obviously going to be Surf's Up. Yes, the animated movie is my favorite surfing movie, no doubt about it. I might watch it right now because the surfer didn't scratch that itch. And that's all I got for you. And remember, don't forget to check out my shorts. Hallie is going to recommend a movie for me, and let me tell you, it's going to be weird, and I'm going to tell you a funny story about Hallie and I watching movies in my first short. I don't know how to say that. Coming up this week. And look, I need some sub requests. I need people to comment below movies you want me to see, and when this comes up, I'll pull from one of those comments. Also, if you're looking for more of me, you're looking for more talk about movies, and maybe you want a little bit of sports, I know it's a weird niche, check out Movie Night and Game Day, where I join my friend Eric from the McMedia Report, and we talk about sports and movies, and we play a game. We release episodes every single week, and they're about an hour long, so they're awesome. Check them out. And then ultimately, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And thank you for watching the Movie Spreadsheet, and I will catch you on the next one. All right, later.